I always get fascinated about really unique stuff in life. Every single person in life has their own unique way in how to live and view life. As Vasilis Manjuranis, an inspiration of mine, would say, there's 7 billion ways to live your life, as much as the population of Earth. So this is Wally, a very kind and wonderful human being who turned his garage to a bookstore with used books through all over the world. I met Wally during the summer of 2020 up in Wolfboro, the oldest resort in America, and had the opportunity to sit down with him and have a little interview in the past summer. So, this is Wally's Bookstore. Hope you enjoy.
So, as I told you, we are here with Wally, who has turned his garage into a wonderful bookstore, as you see. So, Wally, could you tell us some words about you?
My name's Wally Keniston. I've been a used book dealer since 1978, and I got interested in buying and selling used books because my grandfather was a collector of a little-known author, and so I made sure to every year find him some new titles that he didn't have.
Nice. So, like, we can say that your grandfather was like the inspiration for all of this.
Indeed.
So, how did this whole thing though started? Like, you had to. This is your garage, obviously.
So originally, the store wasn't in this location. Originally, it was on the other side of town, about 5 miles away. And where did you guys come from? We can get rid of him. So it was about 5 miles north of here, and I was 15 years old. It was the garage at my house, and my mom what helped with that start. She was interested in paperback romances, and she started out with about $50 and 200 paperback novels, and in 2 months she had gone from $50 to $75, and she had 20,000 paperback novels. And I didn't have any interest in paperback novels. I knew they weren't going to make any money, so I bought a dozen books and sold them for about $250, and she said, "I guess it's your store." And
so she technically gave it to you, like.
Yeah.
Nice.
But we had worked on it together, and we continued to work on it together.
So she helps you out. When she has a chance.
She used to, yes.
Nice, nice. So this is like your main source of income? Like, is this like your main job, or you have something? It's like a project, a passion of yours.
So I've been doing this for 43 years, and it's never been the only way that I make money. Right now I'm a teacher librarian, and this is what I do in the summertime.
Oh, nice. That's like a really, like, it's also like a passion with a job too. It's at the same time.
Yeah, and it connects to my real job because I'm always looking for books, reading books, learning more about books and other media. And so it connects to my library job very well.
So where do you find all these books? Because we see you have like a huge amount of collection of books and like of records, of DVDs over there and stuff.
So I would say there's about 10,000 items in this shop, and I would say that the vast majority of them have come from sources within about 25 miles of here. And a lot of the time I'm going into homes that are being broken up for one reason or another. Somebody has sold a house, somebody has passed away, their family doesn't want all of the books that are in the library, and they ask me to come in and make them an offer on things that interest me. And so I do that. And but I also have people coming in here with a small handful, say, of paperback novels, and I don't buy those. What I do is I give them a store credit, and they can use that store credit to shop in my store.
So it's like also a trade, right?
It's not quite a trade because for each dollar that they get in credit, they have to use $1 in cash.
Oh.
I get for every 20 books I obtain, I only sell one of them. So I need to be able to increase the number of customers I have for the books that I have.
So we could say, like, you're also like kind of famous around the town, also, right? Because we can also see you have the article from the newspaper over there.
Well, I don't know about famous. When it comes to this town, if you say the name Wally, people think of my dad. Anywhere outside of this town, if you say the name Wally, people think of me.
Nice. Well, I hope the people who are watching will like get to recognize you more. Have you traveled the world?
I've traveled in Europe, in Asia, in Africa, in South America, as well as North America. The only continents I haven't been on are Antarctica and Australia. But I'm looking to travel more. For instance, I haven't been to Greece yet.
Yes. Well, at some point in the future we can make that happen, for sure.
Kalitihi.
So, what is the main inspiration when you grab some books? Because we can see here that you have a lot of like, how can I say it? A lot of books in different departments. Like, what is your main inspiration? Like, like seeing a book and say that I'm gonna get this book for my store.
So I'm a person who likes to learn about lots of different topics. And there are a lot of topics I know very little about. And so whenever I find a book that contains information that I don't know, I'm interested in learning more. And so I purchased the book, and I try to read at least one page in the book to get some information from it.
Yes.
And then I set a price and it goes on the shelf.
Are you a fast reader or a slow reader?
I'm a conversational reader.
Conversational.
So at the pace that somebody talks, that's the pace that I read.
So, is this possible for another person to do, like, either in America or like in the world and stuff? Is it an easy process?
So books require you to be strong. There are a lot of boxes of books that have to be moved, they have to be sorted, they have to be cleaned, they have to be shelved. You're constantly lifting 35 to 75 pounds at a crack. And if you buy a lot of books, a house lot of books, it takes a lot of effort. I have a customer.
Okay. I can pause it, no worries.
Hi!
So as we saw, a customer came in.
These things happen.
These things happen, and I hope a lot of customers come in.
Right.
So what is the impressions the customers get from this place? Obviously, my impression was like, wow, this is a really cool place. I have never seen this before, and I accidentally just was passing by the road and saw records and books and video games and stuff. I was like, let's check this out, and this is how I found this place.
So, like you, many people come in here and they've never been inside of a used bookstore or store that sells records or a store that sells DVDs or CDs. And they've only been in stores that sell new things. And the difference between this store and a new store is that people think they can come in here and buy 2 or 3 of something. I only have 1. But because of that, it makes my variety, the amount of materials that I have, there's a lot more things for people to look at. Most people today are in a hurry though, and so they're not,
Obviously.
they come in and they're like, wow, I don't know what to look at. I need to come back another time, and then they go away
And they never come back.
and they never come back.
They never take that moment to appreciate the place they are, like what are they seeing and stuff.
Yeah, most people are pretty simple, and they come into a place like this, and this is a complicated store. You have to have interests. You have to know what you like. You have to be willing to ask questions. You have to be willing to slow down and take some time to look at things. Most people are too busy playing with their phone to try and figure those things out.
For sure. One last thing. What would you have to say to the people that are watching right now? Like an advice about life or whatever you want to tell them.
Wow. Number one, if you want something from my bookstore and you're in Greece, let me know and I'll bring it, and as long as I can stay overnight. Thanks.
Okay, Wally, I appreciate you so much for doing this. Thank you so much for doing this video for me. And I will make sure whoever comes from Greece or whatever place in the world will know this place from now on.
Outstanding.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
In a world that everything moves so fast, we always forget to pause and take a moment to appreciate what is around us and how we feel. My conversation with Wally made me realize that it's okay to slow down sometimes and be present in the moment. But also, if you really want something and have a passion about it, you can achieve anything you want, no matter how crazy it might be. Thank you, Wally, for doing this with me. I appreciate it a lot.